Most of us leave a pretty honest trail of what we care about. Saved articles, book highlights, notes, podcast cues, things we ask ChatGPT. But all of that context is trapped inside private tools and turns into the digital equivalent of hoarding. So two friends can spend months circling the same question and never know it. Not because they do not care. Because the activation energy is too high. You have to remember what you read, guess who would care, write the message, and hope it lands. Honeycomb is an AI layer for intellectual friendship. Think Spotify Blend, but for what your trusted circle is reading and thinking about. It does not create another feed. It does not broadcast your whole second brain. It takes a small consented slice, finds meaningful overlap, and turns that overlap into a conversation prompt. The first step is intentionally lightweight. Users install a simple plugin to their favorite note-taking app or simply drag a folder. Each person contributes a small slice, a few recent highlights, saved links, or notes they are willing to let Honeycomb reason over. The important design choice is that the user controls the boundary. Honeycomb should feel like sharing a shelf, not handing over a diary. Then Honeycomb generates the blend page. This is the artifact people can actually react to. Here it sees that Sean has been saving material about Karpathy's LLM wiki movement, Yedu has been thinking about second brains and memory, and Hamza has been collecting examples around shared reading and social trust. Instead of saying you both like AI, which is useless, it names the real overlap, how AI could help people act more like their higher selves, especially inside trusted relationships. This is the atomic moment. Honeycomb does not stop at insight. It asks, what conversation should this create? For example, you both seem to be circling the same question. Can an agent strengthen human agency without becoming another attention loop? Sean is approaching it through design and second brains. Hamza is approaching it through shared reading and trust. Worth a 20-minute conversation? That is the product, not more content. A better opening. The agent role is closer to a good host than a recommendation engine. A good host notices when two people at a dinner party should talk, gives them just enough context, and then gets out of the way. That is why the agent is intentionally narrow. It is not a general assistant. It is not trying to keep you in the app. Its success metric is whether a real conversation happens outside the system. This was hard to build before current AI systems because the match is semantic and social, not keyword-based. The agent has to summarize, redact, explain why the overlap matters, and choose a tone that feels warm rather than weird. Honeycomb is a small bet on a bigger idea. AI should not only optimize individual productivity, it can also help us notice the conversations we meant to have. The goal is simple, one prompt good enough to start a real conversation.